Heard any footsteps. He hasn't heard nor seen anything. And so this has allowed Complexity to take a bit of a gamble, a bit of an educated risk. XANTARES brought down low through the body of Tizian, Poison, and his scout doing so much damage. And Config and Obo, now they've come in for a bit more. This scout has shut Big out of the round.
Wow.
And Complexity, they are
Big with some deeks.
Oh, Searson gonna best Poison there with the scout over in middle. Getting some revenge for the round prior. blameF now down in the connector, deeked away from tabseN. We know these German deagles are a little bit terrifying. Oh, another kill from tabseN. This connector now going the way of Big. The last two players for Complexity are both over towards the B bomb site, and tabseN, despite being 28 points of health, is continuing to lay down the pain train. It's only Obo with this scavenged Galil, and tabseN finishes him off.
Big creeping up there. They are not waiting around, and they will catch that perfect timing.
With some damage, but now Big nowhere. Two of these Complexity Gaming players lie. tabseN's up on top of the box.
M4 rather, lots of guns in for Big, and Complexity to stop them. We have this mid-crunch. There's a flash for Obo, but already forcing fights. Rush is dead. Config will trade with the USP. That's a...
He's got armor now. He doesn't have head armor, so he's at the full mercy of this Famous and M4.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear. No one's watched him, but thankfully, swooping in to save the day. Still, that bomb plant was denied. Poison retrieved this Krieg from blameF's fallen body. Has now got it into the 2-on-2, but it's Tizian's late wrap in through connector that looks to seal the deal. Obo trying to take these gunfights, leaves himself out in the open of the map. At the very least, to leave pressure on this A bomb site and make it pretty hard for Complexity to have much of a read as to what's going on. But in this round here, it's actually the B play. You got to get past Config though, and they have managed to do it. tabseN was lurking in the connector, as he has done a hell of a lot. He gets dropped, so that's left this into a 3-on-3. blameF can deny the bomb plant here. Doesn't quite manage it, but he has left Complexity with a man advantage. So now he waits. He knows he's got a foothold in the bomb site, and so this narrows down where Big can be. They now know the AWP is short, and if you're Complexity, you've already figured out that XANTARES is somewhere up here in the apartments. But he
Wide
just...
side of the cinder blocks. tabseN's going to lose his face to Config.
You know, you're going to expect one. Are you going to expect even more? Because blameF is still here. k1to caught there. The moment he takes his eye off the angle, Counter-Strike games, XANTARES up through the connector. That's the bomb drop. This was only pistols for Complex.
A player up into window to avoid noise from the bench side. Jump, it doesn't matter. Obo jumps up from short, flowing. Three of them on the CT side.
They were in. Now in this round, Searson picks up the pace, flashed it.
This Krieg is going to be so good on this angle. Though jiggled XANTARES, he gets HP, but tabseN's getting spammed, and Config, what an incredible kill. He saves his teammate's life. Good patience by Complexity. As now they can flash through this smoke and come in for the retake. Won't go through it, probably for the better. As Complexity is a very hard round to win. There's smoke in their face. Big, no more utility though, but they do have the AWP connector covering this cross.
Searson posted up in the connector. Just one member left for Team Complexity here.
Yeah, Rush focusing all of his attention over here. Missed shot there from Poison. That could have been an opener. blameF and Obo extending this advantage even further, and Obo still fragging, still hungry. Puts a stop to Searson. k1to, last man standing, has managed to double up here. That bomb down on Tetris, 3 players over towards the connector side. How do you even begin to get back into this if you're k1to? The answer is
in the meantime, Big are hitting B fast.
Yeah, Tizian dropped immediately. XANTARES has been so good on these entries. They do put a stop to him, but now they've got to stop the rest of Big. Poison delivering inside of the bomb site. He's got to watch out because tabseN's dropped around from behind, and he just about gets that kill. blameF now has to lead by example in the 1v2. tabseN and Searson to beat on the other side of things, and blameF now easing his way into the bomb site. That nade's going to find some damage onto Searson, but doesn't spot him. That responsibility anymore. And then you've got someone who can play a bit more of a supportive role here. Really, that can go for anyone on Big, but it's been Tizian fitting into that a lot of the time. You'll often see he's the man setting up these flashbangs, setting up the utility to set his team up. And Big are really starting to feel like a complete squad.
Yeah, I think Searson's such an interesting talking point as well, because this guy has just been tearing up the tier 3 scene online for so long, man. Like, he has just been in and out. Looking to force the issue in mid, though. 3 men thrown at the problem. Will that be the solution?
Will it be the solution? You know, that's a pretty good question, Hugo. It's AWP on Searson seems to be a solution for the side of Big Clan. He is on one today. Zanteras trying to do a little bit of the same. Gets caught out with his Krieg. Can he win the battle? No. Oboe is going to be too quick on the draw, pieing down the corner with his rifle. Now we have a 3v4. Blame F, Rush, and Oboe looking to hold on to the territory that they've already gained for themselves. Meanwhile, this bomb's going to be working itself into the B apartments. Any second now, they're going to go ahead and execute, find themselves out on the B site. Rush, close cat. Let's see if he can put a stop to this or at least slow them down. He's good for 1. Can he get 2? That would be the game changer, I do believe. Nope, he's only good for 1. Blame F, though, already here. Looks for the kill, finds it. 50 seconds on the clock. Plenty of time to play with. Oboe getting 1 in the meantime. Just 1 player left in tabseN here for Big Clan. 1v1. tabseN, Oboe.
Oh, and he takes the peak straight up.
Good
Damage
grief.
has been traded back and forth. He goes back in. But Oboe is cemented on the angle. The hat trick there for that young man. And a 4th round for Complexity on the back of this Krieg. They've really conditioned Complexity to worry about this connector.
Nice.
Now, that led to them leaving this mid area unchecked. Thankfully, Poison's gone back. And man, these rounds where Complexity haven't had much to work with have been where they've done some of their best work yet. That's what it feels like. This one here, you know, coming into it with a Scout and an MP9, it's those 2 weapons to get the opening kills. Rush has got aggressive up into Palace. Complexity have a lot of information here, and that's going to enable the rotate of Oboe back towards the B-bomb site.
Yeah, 40 seconds here. Time to spend for Big. Time to bleed, but can't afford to wait too long here. tabseN has his work cut out for him, and he's throwing smokes down the middle. Blame is deep in the connector. That's not a position you should be expecting in a 5-on-3. Complexity still playing aggressive with the advantage, and Big being caught off guard. Now they're going to walk into B. Contact play, no utility to make matters known for Complexity. And no one's watching the apartments. They're listening to the audio. They hear the drop, and now they know. Oboe sprays and prays. He gets 1, and Config comes around the back of the site.
Just like Chicken and Kit. Here's the kills going left and right. We won't focus on that for much longer. Bomb down for Big. They're going to take that at the very least, even though they all get mopped up. Fine, you know, like, just call me out like that, but Tizian.
No,
nobody even knew.
Both orbs gone in a blink of an eye. Now Blame looking at the ground, waiting around as Big try and move their way towards the connector. They've read it, they've predicted it, and Searson's going to see his head. He does find the shot through the box as he takes Blame F down low, finishing the job. Oboe on the site alone. He's got the Krieg. The weapon of choice, but the bomb's been dropped in middle. 28 seconds. The cat split is gone. It's only Searson here left, and B has been cleared up as well. Searson just playing for the kill. He knows he's got him locked, and he's got him loaded as well. Big
rounds at the end. Finds a pretty disgusting kill on a Config. He's going to look for another one. He's going to keep lining him up. He almost grabs himself a 3rd in Oboe. But Kito's going to be there to make sure that Big Clan grab this round.
That was, yeah, that
towards B. So, yeah, I kind of like that. You know, delay yourself.
I don't know, man.
To the German squad when they get pushed by the Forceport Complexity. There's the Catwalk players spotted at the very least, but the kills go even at the B-bomb site. This is left Big in a 2-on-2 retake. They're coming up against an MP9 and an M4. That is the direct upgrade from what Big have over here on the CT side of things. Scout now retrieved for Blame as well. He's got onto that, so he's looking to do some chip damage onto these players, soften them up for Rush, who's over at bench. Now that first player spots him, but dealing with him is another matter. Kito does get 1. The reload coming off. Blame catches the timing as he hits
the Scout for the time being. Not for
Damn.
long.
Out of danger. He can try and play around this smoke, but it's that, it's the com push that would...
Searson.
But there will be an eco in the follow-up. Big, no money, no problems for Tizian. He gets rid of that.
More players coming his way, but all they're doing is feeding the beast that lurks below. Rush has doubled up. Kito's looking, and there's the peek into T-Spawn, where 3 players for Complexity have huddled around Rush to give him a bit of a chance there.
Not much of a chance here for Zanteras. We're going to see a 9th round of the board.
Get you killed. Gotta watch out for that. Complexity, I love the pace, so much confidence. Searson's up with this scout, but there's a double.
Looks like we are in a gaming house, boys. And I've lived in a gaming house before. Things can get pretty weird.
Yeah, I mean, hang on, we'll revisit that in a second, because speaking of houses, speaking of gaming, there's a lot of that going on up in the apartments. Tizian trying to hold down the B-bomb site, getting pressured. Flashbang is brilliant from tabseN, and that's allowed him to secure himself a double. Poison all alone, far from home, and trying to rescue this round. Sprays back and forth, but can't quite cement the kills necessary. Oh, Keaton's trying to get out of danger, and... All right.
The sink is coming. Oh, God. tabseN.
tabseN, what are you doing? This isn't fair. He's just gimmicking around this smoke. Stop, tabseN. No, don't get any more. Don't get any more. Rush is going to go through. Rush is going to go through. This could be huge. He's hidden in this smoke. They're all around him. They're spraying, but no one's connected anything yet. And now Rush emerges, does deal with the first man. The other three are all back in CT, and tabseN gets that.
An opportunity or a choice outside of that. Put some frags as well. Harry, please. What's so funny?
I wasn't laughing, Trey.
You're laughing right now, though.
That was me laughing.
That was actually
I was
Hugo
laughing at how
laughing.
Blame looked into the flash.
I know we're very, you know, we sound alike, Hugo and I.
Yeah, man.
Oi.
Is that how I sound?
No.
Yeah, mate. Well, you know, cracking shot from Searsonn, really. That's exactly what we've come to expect. And now he's going back in, trying to get a little bit more, but no, it's not looking good for Obo. That nade. Somehow he's actually got one with the Deagle. He's looking for a little bit more. And Obo, what is this?
Pandemonium here for Complexity, and he's going to go down. It will be a 13th round for Big.
Molotov's going to go out. Seven, though. He's doing some stuff. One quick trade, but they don't know about Keto yet. But Rush, what a guy, man. We really like Rush. He's really cool. Xantares is thinking about pushing through this little smoke, and he actually does go through it. Oh, it's a whiff spray, but he's good with that rifle, ain't he? But yeah, the time's running low. Tizian on the flank as well. Obo, he's got the bomb. He needs to get it down. Time's running out. 1-on-1. This will be a godlike clutch if Obo can pick it up. But Searsonn with the AWP.
Complexity, just a standard set piece, simple as you like. And tabseN and Keto, well, they might have something to say about this. Rush is suddenly the last man left standing. And a lot of work to do. Not a lot to get it done with.
He's just going to chill out. The unfortunate thing about this is the smoke's going to begin to fade, and now Big can see everything from everywhere. Rush forcing a fight. Smoke at his feet, but one bullet spells his end and 6 HP.
He might just find a little gap to see through. Binoculars out. But blameF has still been able to emerge from his cocoon, a beautiful butterfly that is Blame. Gets a kill over here towards the A-bomb site. Searsonn still alive, still an unknown entity up in the palace. You got to dethrone this royalty if you want to take the A-bomb site. The bomb goes down and Blame is continuing to lay down the pain train. But tabseN and Xantares, Searsonn, everyone getting a kill in a matter of seconds here, has flipped it back in favor of Big. Where's this come from? Rush now trying to bail them out, but he only gets one. It's all come down to Blame. He started this round with 2. He's got to end it with 4 if Complexity want to keep the dream alive. But